Here, have $1. In fact, no, brother man, here, have 2. $2 means a snack to me, but it means a big deal to you. You guys know where that's from? That's from a song called Mr. Swindle. No, not Mr. Swindle. It's called Mr. Wendell from Arrested Development from a long time ago. Mr. Wendell, yeah. Well, something like that. I don't know. But this is not Mr. Wendell. This is Mr. Swindle from Magic Square, as I have difficulty opening the box. Ow. And this was sent to me by Show to the Z, showzstore.com, a great place to shop and get your Transformers. And this, I believe, is the cartoon version. I think that's what it is. And before I got, who sent this to me? Was it TF Safari? I think it was TF Safari who sent me the what is it? The toy version. And yeah, I can definitely see that there's a color difference. He's less yellow and he's more kind of like khaki and stuff. And that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. And I do remember the foot on the other one was silver, which was more of a replica of the toy. And this being the cartoon. And, oh, dude. Speaking of Combaticons, bruh. Did you all see that they are making masterpiece scale Combaticons? For real, though. They put out Brawl. And the thing was, like, I had no idea that it was a Magic Square product. And I was just watching somebody's review. And like, there's this guy who I believe is sponsored and works exclusively for Magic Square. I'm forgetting his channel name, but he had Brawl, and I was watching it, and I was just like, dude, this looks exactly like Magic Square's Brawl. And I was like, somebody ripped this off, somebody copied it, and I was just kind of like going through this like internal hateful rant on my own, and then I realized, oh my goodness, I was like, that's a masterpiece scale Brawl. And it's basically similar to what they did with their Optimus. You know, their Optimus character, they had the Light of Freedom or Light of Peace or whatever it was in the Legends scale. And then they ended up making a larger version of that. And then, of course, Pengu Toys ripped off the design or stole the schematics or however the story goes. And made the ultra size one. Hey, dude, I can't get this to sit. Okay. But yeah, Magic Square is coming out with their own masterpiece line of Combaticons, meaning there's going to be a masterpiece scale Bruticus that's going to have, like, you know, it wasn't a perfect transformation like Studio Ox, or not Studio Ox, MMC's version, and so I'm sure they're going to have like the inner torso. I'm sure everything's going to be mirrored more or less, except they're able to put more details on the way it transforms. And boy, it was just a pleasure. It was a joy to watch. And yeah, you know what? If I can find that guy's channel again, I'm just going to share it so that y'all can see it too. It looks absolutely amazing, and I've already put in my pre-order for it. And yeah, these are the accessories that he comes with: the extra tire, the blaster, of course, and then the other missile thing. And this, I forget what it does. I think it allows this to be connected or something, yeah, or something like that. But it's part of the alt mode. And let me just kind of stow that stuff away over here. So yeah, this is their second iteration, third iteration. I don't know, man. But Magic Square is doing an incredible job, especially with these Combaticons, and I enjoy them immensely. You saw me kind of fidgeting and widgeting and fuddling around. But yeah, these guys are tiny masterpiece scale stuff. They're not like the Doctor Wu stuff, which is very simplified intentionally. Oh, I just realized that little black part, that's the tire. But yeah, dude, they are near mini masterpieces. And I was going to say, I guess this can't go backward. Yeah, that's one of the things about the Magic Square products that I noticed. Even on the Dinobots, it doesn't go backward. And I'm not sure why they didn't bother trying to like figure out a back skirt piece. Maybe just it wasn't worth their time. There's not enough clearance or whatever. But yeah, but in terms of like the Arctic Circle, the articulation, you're going to get, like, everybody almost has the same. I mean, you may get some that have like a butterfly, like this guy doesn't, but usually like Ab Crunch, the full Zangief, the full Van Damme. And a full Van Damme, that's I heard that from Bobby Skullface, the full Van Damme. But I think I coined the full Zangief. Everybody does that now. It's almost like pointless, not necessarily pointless, but I don't know. Like if I do go over it, it's more of like to see how well they incorporated it or how they didn't. And like here, he doesn't have a full double elbow and everything, but that's completely fine. I mean, he looks incredible, dude. He looks incredible. And I don't think New Age has done a Bruticus. I think they've only done a Devastator, right? And you guys can correct me if I'm incorrect. And but yeah, these like faux tires over here. I mean, these are all faux tires as well. And it's a fun little transformation. It gave me a lot of problems when I first got it, but considering I've done it a couple of times, I mean, it still gives me some issues. I can't do it from memory, but it's a fun little product. It's a fun little product, and if you're into this type of stuff, I highly encourage you to pick this up. And again, showzstore.com is where I got mine, and you can get yours as well. And now we're here. In case this is the first time you're watching this, I may as well take you through the transformation because I think they do a lot of intelligent things. My only gripe about it was that it was just too small. But now meaning too small, meaning there's too many panels, too many things for me to move while I got these like big, huge, like thick sausage fingers. And now that I know that this is going to be coming in a larger scale, I'm super excited. I'm ultra source excited about this. And like seriously, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm just gonna have this over here to kind of like guide me, but I've done the transformation like several times, so hopefully it won't be too difficult. And so this is going to come down. And one of the cool things about the Magic Square products is that there's a lot of locking mechanisms, and so once you get it, you know what? I'm gonna force the focus to be right over here. There we go. Once you get things in place, there's going to be bits that lock in place, and that's always great, you know, because it gives you like a strong sense of like not solidarity, but everything is like very, very secure, you know, and so that's great. I just got to make sure that I'm following all the instructions they are providing, because you don't want to miss a single step. Don't want to miss a single step. And yeah, make sure you go double check, triple check as you transform this thing. Because everything just has to be perfect. Everything just has to be perfect. I'm really quite amazed, to be completely honest, at like how these people design these things, especially at such a small scale, you know, and how everything still looks, has still like tremendous like cartoon and toy fidelity while maintaining all of this stuff. And so it's wild. It's wild. And this is pretty cool. How you just saw how that like arm transformed, right? That's pretty neat, man. That's pretty neat. I got to give it to him. Again, I griped and gripped a lot when I went through it the first time. But again, having gone through this multiple times now, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Not perfect, but it is pretty cool. And there are some areas that I still wish were done a little bit more fluidly. But whatever, dude, is what it is. So, okay. So I'm just making sure that I'm getting all of this right. Then we are going to tilt the head back as well on that ball joint. So it's like this. And I'm trying to see what they did. Oh, okay. And then this allows you to bring these tires out. And that's cool, dude. This is where the real tires are. And then we will flip them out. Just want to make sure that I'm doing everything proper over here. And then these bits, the lats, those are going to fold in. Now, when you're bringing these out, it's a bit of a chore, like, because they just went in right now, right? And there's no place for me to, like, put my finger in and pop them back out. So you are going to need a spudger or something like that when we get to it. But yeah, no, it's good. This part is a little bit tricky. You got to do this and, like, hold up. I think it's like that. You got to get in there, but you see what I mean, right? It's tight. It's tight. But thankfully, this vinyl plastic does like flex and stuff like that, and you just got to kind of like work at it. And you know what? Maybe I can just lift this whole thing up, and maybe I was supposed to. Oh, okay. That made it a lot easier. Yeah. But it's cool, dude. It's cool. This is probably the extent of panel forming that I'm willing to subject myself to. But yeah, it's still a good time. It's still a good time. Maybe the Heat Boys Leonardo that I still have yet to review because there's a lot of stuff going on there. There's a lot of stuff going on there, and it's kind of ruined by really poor instructions. But I think I'm getting this right. And I think, yeah, there you go. Yeah. You push this all the way forward and you need clearance. And these bits over here, you know those locking mechanisms that I talked about? Right here. Those are some of the teeth that are revealing themselves right now. And you push this all the way forward. And later on, we're going to be closing up the what is it, the little hood of the car, and you got to make sure that everything gets clearance there. But for the time being, I think we're good. And I think we do that. Okay. And the head goes over here, and then this bit is going to come out. And now what's going to happen is, see these like prongs up here? Those prongs are going to fit inside there, but you need to make sure that they go over the forearms. And hey, it's working out pretty well. Hey, like that. Hey, no complaining from me, Your Honor. That worked out great. That worked out great. And then we're going to bring these up. I think we can do that later on. There's something with the tires, if I recall correctly. Yeah, you got to bring them down, I believe. You just rock them down. And this you can bring up. Then I think there's a double hinge here or something like that. What am I doing wrong? One second, okay. Okay, here's what I was doing wrong. See this bit over here? You got to have that out. Then it goes out. There you go. See, totally my fault. And so, yeah, it's coming along nicely. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm looking at all the instructions right now just to make sure that I'm getting everything properly. And, oh, yeah. So this comes up. And then it tabs in very, very securely and nicely. And this will go back. And there's like a little groove. You see that? Watch. So we rock this up. And then there's going to be a hole in the tire that attaches to that, secures in place, but it still turns. And then you can bring this back, and then you can see it slid into that little groove over there. So very, very satisfying. And so you bring this down, and before you do other stuff, you got to make sure you bring out this. You got it. Dude, the gang's watching. Come on. Okay, you got to bring out that the wheel. You're going to arch it all the way back because you need to get clearance. And later on, it's going to do this whole thing over here. And these holes, believe it or not, have a function. They're actually going to tab in with some of the stuff that's going to happen with the legs. The legs are probably the trickiest part, and I'm still not entirely used to it, but we'll do our best. So we're going to flip these out, and that's going to unlock the leg mechanism. One second while I flip over the instructions. Okay, from here, we are going to open these up, and I believe they're going to go up like this. And then you can see that little locking mechanism, that little trapezoid thing I was talking about. You bring it up, and then you flip that out. And why did this one go higher than this one? Oh, okay. But I believe, yeah, that's how it is right now. And this is going to do this. And then all this stuff is going to start coming out. The feet always gets me a little bit flummoxed, but I'm going to do my best to get through this. And this is going to come out. And this needs to come out as well. But okay, there we go. We spun that. And get that out. I might be doing things out of order. Like this is getting kind of caught right now on something. And so that might be because, yeah, like I said, I did it out of order. But okay, we got it. And I'm going to try to keep everything still secured. But maybe I need to do that later. Yeah, I'll worry about that later on. Oh, yeah. Because these are going to become like the back of the seats and stuff like that. So this will ultimately come up, and then there's a slider here. You can see that, right? And then you slide it up, and then you're going to tab it in there. And don't be afraid of applying a little bit of force. It's okay. it'll snap in pretty securely there, right? And then see that tiny little prong, that's going to plug into the bottom post over, or port over there, excuse me. And I believe these are just going to be on the bottom, or I don't know. But yeah, so we can start moving this out of the way. We're almost there. Just got to remember how to get the foot. And this I'm kind of doing from like memory right now, and I probably shouldn't. But okay. I think that's it. And I think, like, see that little tab right there? Oops, sorry, that one right there. It's going to tab into a corresponding tab on the inner leg. Like, you see those slits over there, right? Now I do want to make sure that I'm getting into the right one. I'm plugging into the bottom one, and I think that's correct for both sides. This and yeah, I think this goes like this. But for now, I gotta remember what to do with these. I think I forgot to flip up the black bits. And then these will flip over. Yeah, like that. That's right. That's right. I mean, not only have I done the review for these guys before, like at home the other day, I went through the transformations a couple of times, and it's happening pretty smooth, or as smooth as can be, I would say. And at this point, it's just a matter of closing everything up. Oh, there's one more bit that's going to come out over here. We're going to extend that out. The legs will tab in together. It's a little difficult, especially the circle connector. The tab connectors are fine, but then the circle, oh, it worked out good. Brawls is difficult. I promise. Brawls is difficult. And then let me just make sure we're just getting these right. Maybe this sits back there. Yeah. And then this will, not only will this plug into that bottom post, you see those slits over here? They're going to plug into the teeth here. And so that side's done. That side's done. And we'll basically just kind of close this up. And yeah, tab all these bits together, and here we have them in his alt mode. I did forget to attach that little accessory bit. Where'd it go? This bit will sit. Let me see if I can do it without opening it all the way. I don't think so. I think, okay, that's not that difficult. Just need to get the teeth in there on both sides. And yeah, everything comes together pretty nice, friends. I mean, look at this thing, right? And we'll mount. Where'd it go? It's a pretty snug fit. There goes that. And does this go here? No. Well, it says it does. I don't know. It says it does, but oh, I see. Oh, wow. Yeah, you got to actually press it kind of deep, and then there is a corresponding port that works for that. There you go. And then you can pop up the seats over there, so you can see you have the seat back, seats. You got the steering wheel. You got the munitions. Oh, and certainly last but not least, we does this go like that? There we go, Johnny. And that's a nice Jeep, man. That's a nice Jeep, dude. That's pretty sick, dude. they've done a great job. You know, they're really, really honing their craft. And both New Age and Magic Square have had their hits and misses. But this Bruticus, I mean, I think they nailed this, and they're just like knocking it out the park. Real talk, dude. I think they did a tremendous job. And so if you're into legend stuff and you're into Bruticus especially, give these guys a try. Give these guys a try. I think they're nice. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of the vinyl and stuff like that, but I don't need to keep harping on that. And I like New Age stuff typically, but this is just nice, man. What can I say? And look, it even cleans up so well on the bottom. You know what I mean? And I'm so excited to see this in masterpiece scale. So excited. I don't know what the timeline is. I know Brawl is the first one, but yeah, can't wait to see the rest of these guys. Yeah. Well, hope you liked the video, friends. And I had fun talking to y'all while transforming this. It was kind of a breeze. I didn't get too flummoxed. I didn't get too agitated, aggravated, or whatever. And yeah, I had a good time. I hope y'all did too. Okay. Thanks for watching, friends. Bye.